according to my last video, I start to understand. You know when they beat Jesus Christ and have his facial swallowing? Like he told me I'm the bull and the dress. Well, I heard to not repeat, but I just publish it. And bull is also swallowing, but you know when he was in front of his accusers, excuse me for the child screaming, he knows what he's doing. And at this point is demon possessed. Good. Listen, this guy, you know, when he was in front of his accusers, he was not speaking because it's swallowing too. And you're not supposed to speak to not destroy yourself. And I have this, but I have to share. And mine is I cannot even read because it's swallowing and it's painful for many years. So, and I'm making this video and I'm catching up back. So the other one was the day or a day prior that his Trump brother died, and it was a White House split in two exactly in the middle, and the north side, because I saw it like diagonal, but the other side was like in bricks, and the white side was left, and it was like a laser cut exactitude like only God could do. And what happened, I go and I says, oh, that's where they get, I'm looking at the left, I said that's where they get their power. And I'm thinking, you know, the Pope sells churches and stuff, but it's the White House kind of, but the white reminds me of the papacy. Strangely, it's just days after that I'm saying maybe it's the White House. So I'm saying the left, I said that's where they get their power, thinking about that selling. I said fornication, and I say no, I lie. I'm looking on the left, and then I say where the Eucharist was. I do believe now, just reflecting on it 30 seconds, that God is telling that the White House had their power before from the Eucharist. But God knows what is going on right now. And you see a lot of left people are actually Christian, and the like the top faith, the real one, the Catholics, but they're demonic. When you don't follow and you're brought up or you know the real thing, well, that makes you, like Jesus said, 7 times worse. So that's why there's so many sleepy Christian. By the way, Trump's call him sleepy, whatever, that the other guy that is running. But this is what's happening. You see all those things, the governor of New York for abortion, Catholic. What the heck? It's like the most Christian faith, you know, when you study it, and it's the true and it's the first, and it go like this. You know, the church is always been don't separate, but they're all wrong, because when you look, even St. Paul sells stuff, everybody shares. Today, oh, I'm a Christian, he's a Christian, I have this company and 2 or 3. Well, already you're wrong. Why so much? I have 2 or 3. Why the other guy, he only has a job, I'm giving 10%, I don't have to give everything. What is this, man? Where's that going if you're supposed to show the example? I remind you that in the beginning of the foundation, God stroked the couple that sold everything and kept a percentage. He wanted to see that corruption, and God stroked fiercely because he had those first disciples that were clean, and he was building, and now you already want to chop and bring corruption, and was severe. But now everybody's corrupt, so nobody can stand really for the truth. Like, everybody should be, that's the real church, everybody together. Look at even this anti-pope Bergoglio. That's another story, man. What's going on in China is ridiculous. And don't excuse yourself, oh, I'm gonna stay silent. I heard that I say that's another story, you know. But bad people with big bellies oftentimes excuse themselves where they lack, you know, like, oh, they'll go to heaven. This man. I'm sure that in his silence has been thinking. The guy was in, he also and fight it in North Korea. You know what's going on in North Korea, man? I just watched that, the woman that flew. And it's a guy that's gonna trade you from China who has a pass there so they don't shoot at you. You go to China, they rape you. And then they say, I'll bring your family only if you sleep with me or rape. And they rape, they get trade for $60. This is going on. What's going on, man? 70 years old. Imagine there, you get shot because you read the Bible or something. Like the torture, the mind torture that is going on. Are we not all guilty that we let this happen in somewhere? Or this been fermented by crazies for a Kim Go Trice code for World War III one day? Like God told me many times. There's people, he told me back in the days in 2012, Kim Go tries when this elevation of war between Iran and Israel, and he told me Kim Go tries in the sky, and he told me Italy, Belgium, Italy, and a third one he didn't mention, one at World War III. Well, Belgium, I remind you, it's the European Union. You know, they're saying that in Korea, you can hire in North Korea people that will come like a concentration camp, and that lady said even in Poland to work they buy you cheap. You cannot run in case otherwise they'll chop your family back home, and there's guards there. What is this? European countries that also on? And what is makes hard is that this communist that is the most evil thing in the whole world, has massacred millions in the whole world, in China 50 to 60 million, Stalin, everything. Well, we got to talk about this, not being a rich from Israel or anything. We'll just talk about the Holocaust or the Black Lives Matter. Look, what is it? Because you're the next one, whatever you're black or Israelite or Christian, you're the next one on the page, man. For this Chinese communist or communist, you're the next one, and all your silence for your XY false reason gonna all bite you back. Sleepy Christian, pro-Israelite who says just you. Hey, it's in your own book of prophecies that says that God's gonna find all the Gentiles. Well, it's happening now with Jesus. Don't wait too much. Don't wait and wait. Let's wait. Let's fill our bellies. Let's wait. One more dollar. But you know, as for me, I heard last night, like I should have listened right now. It's not my time to fight evil and religion. So I'm gonna let it. It's not my time. Completely disgusting, man. These are not Catholics, these are not Christians. The church even has been taken by pedophiles, like the movie Taken. And the devil is laughing. When he does something, he insults the church. Taken, the movie. Hollywood. Of course, you've seen it too. You've seen it. Mel Gibson. Who else who did The Passion of Christ? Oh, Currency, the blood of children. Because think about it. When you're a billionaire, you're already crazy because you're not sharing. You're probably sick, you're physical or not, because you're sharing like a sleepy Christian. Like you can look at somebody that's overweight. That comes because they're not sharing. And then what's happening, like I'm in Toronto, I see this a lot. What's happening, with all this constipation, what's happening? So when you're a billionaire, what do you have left? But get high, because you're already crazy and you want to get high like a drug addict on something you cannot buy, like children, sex of children. You can already buy 130 women every single hour for the rest of your life. So they go around and they get kids. They're crazy, man. Look, I'm not lying. Go in the Philippines, go there. It's so easy there. And the most crazy, they want to stay in US or there, and they do it on the ground, and that's where you get those sect of people of the same thing, satanic and not. It's on the ground, but pedophilia, man. There's been saying about the QAnon and stuff. Well, I haven't studied this, but pedophilia is everywhere now. You look in the church. You look at the White House corruption. Some people, why would people want a power? Think about it. I never understood those people. Artists, money, and then, and being lazy home and trying to keep your beauty sleep when you want, sleep you. But some people just like the power to be somebody, but without being somebody. They go to study and, oh yeah, there's this position in the government power, and they go there and they go around all tired every day and trying to chop and looking disastrous for some power. For what? A lot of people then they turn like Joe Biden, man. He's been touching children in front of the TV, man. If this guy gets elected, I myself as a lukewarm Christian who've seen God, I'm gonna turn completely my head the other way. Well, I heard said no, but not because I'm gonna ignore it, because I'm gonna be so mad at this whole goddamn world. This is the pedophiles, and we're talking about spirituality here, man. It's been locked a little bit, this spirit, demonic, pedophilia. You've seen by, thank God, the trading of movie online, the loss of money of Hollywood. That's a blessing of God in some sense. Pedophilia demons get less power. Epstein, that's a proof of his good thing. Weinstein, though he needed 2 damn trial. I remember after the first one, and as an Israelite, you gotta, usually I'm circumcised, you gotta, show your best to your friends. But I said it online. I said, all you got to do is over there. Don't worry, we'll find something for you. We've seen that the cops didn't portray the thing, and they infringe on your right, and you're saved. And then they put it. I remember I said this, and somebody said, hey, you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They call him back. Good for him, right? I mean, you gotta pay, man. There's enough and there's enough. But I'm telling you, those secrecy and those pedophilia everywhere, man. In China, communist, in the CIA, in the West, in the White House, man, with Bush, terrible. The father Bush, terrible, man. Skull and bones, pedophilia, man. The satanic, all this, clear up, man. And I don't give a shit if I'm Mabus, like my last name, Butoy, man. Soon he comes, soon he goes. Then vengeance from God comes, not from somebody. You just see, I don't have any army. But if you cannot have somebody that is saying the truth and clear it up, or some Joe Blow is gonna come and do some gunman or something like you did to JFK, this one, God's gonna say no. Even a poor guy outside that's trying to say what God tells him, even him, you're gonna, no more. No more. This is time out, man. No more. All the signs are here. I've put many signs myself, even scores of what is going on, man. Even in the ABA, they use children to bring you to the locker room when you're injured. And in Disney, what's going on? People don't care, man. Everywhere. Today, clean that pedophilia, man. And you're gonna do a goal. You're gonna do a goal for the right politics, because the right is a good way. When you do something bad, hey, but not the right, like crazy right, like they kill you for nothing or stuff. There's a line, and certainly not left, like abortionists and everything. You gotta be a right, but right with God. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Otherwise, you get the fascists and like the Italians and Hitler and stuff like this. You see, when the church, you got the Vatican in Italy, when they go on the right, what's happening? It's a bad right. Over there, they have refused the church. No, man, no. Clear that pedophilia, and you won't have any problem with racism no more, with a lot of stuff, because when people's gonna deal with pedophilia, then they're gonna be more human to each other. But if you have that corruption at the top, which is one of the worst sin, one of the 3 sins that God hates the most: abuse of children, murder of innocent, and abortion. No, clean that up, man. Clean that up, man. Change the world for a spring. This is coming. Otherwise, it's World War III, and that's just the start. God's gonna let it happen, and then worst, you're gonna see stuff like the nature, like the prophecy is gonna happen, because even then, what? No, you've seen it, man. They put Lululemon. They go, anybody that is dressed half naked is showing this to kids, and that's the pedophilia, man. Imagine Jesus. Imagine somebody really incorrupt or trying to be the good for everybody free, walking in the streets today in New York or somebody. So are you forcing people, the whole world, to be bad? Where is that going, though? It's even for your best. And some people, like, they turn in a way they don't even care. You know what's happening? You don't care, you hate yourself, but let other people then have some balls and finish yourself in a corner. But man, you gotta let kids alone. You gotta let good people alone. Why you're protecting the devils in you? If you say, "Oh, I don't care, I want to do a destruction," well, then destruction is gonna fall on you, man. This is a fantasy line, man. Do you know how people live here? What you eat the most? What you eat the most? Everything lazy here, corrupt, cash money flow. You go in another corner of the countries, they starve people. Like in China, they starve the Communist Party in North America. Do you know how it is to live there 10 days? People are living there all the time. This is a fantasy line here, man. The devil for everywhere. The devil there, the devil there. I'll be lazy there. The other side, I'll be there. I'll balance every there. It's like a shit body here, this whole world right now, and it has to change. For Jesus Christ, the body of Christ, the Eucharist, not for the fucking devil. Look at this fucking, shut up, you fucking piece of shit. You all a piece of shit with your all fucking church. Piece of shit. When I make a movie, just shut up, even if I stay 20 fucking minutes. You all belly shit monger. You never have enough, eh? And I know you're Christians, that's why I tell you like this. Fucking fake Christian full of perfumes, fornicating in church. I've been invited in one of those fucking black church or white church, which is all the same. They're all perfume. And I got a big penis, let's fornicate. Fuck all of this.